So we've done the overhang side, we're now going to do the underside, and it's the same deal. We're literally going to tuck that seam back like that and stitch it. So to flick it over. It is a bit tricky though, this side, because you've got all of that top little section in the middle here. So it's a little bit tricky to manipulate. And the other little bit tricky thing is that you want to make the two ends level. So I'm going to put a pin through that point of that seam, my seam allowance, and put a pin through where it's supposed to match, which is that point there. Those are my two matchy places, my 2 points that are supposed to match. Make sure that they're matching exactly right. And just to cover our butts, let's do a bit of a checky now to see where are these two ends supposed to meet. Flick it back the other way again. That's a bit tricky, sorry guys. Here we go. Okay, let's fold those two ends down. But because we want these two ends here to be roughly in the same height. So let's pin them for a start, maybe roughly in the same height, because what we've found is that it stretches on this second go. That's kind of about right. So let's just pin that so it's roughly in the right place. So basically now what I'm doing is I'm going to back tack and stitch down there and back tack and stop, trying not to catch all of this bulk that's underneath. I flip it over this way, you'll see it's that seam there, this bulk here, trying not to catch that. So put him under the machine, turn our machine on. Lining can be tricky, as Jake and I have discussed. For a start, when you don't understand the principles of it, I'm just back tacking right to that point, guys, where my pin is, pull my pin out, and then stitching edge to edge all the way down, edge to edge, lining edge to main edge, all the way down. And then when I get to the bottom, back tack. Okay. Once you've seen all the process the whole way through, and you see it in retrospect, it actually makes a whole lot more sense. But for now, when you're flying blind and you're not quite understanding what you're doing, it can be a bit confusing. When we look at that stitch from the wrong side, you'll see that it goes up, it meets at that same point, and back tacks, meets at the end. Now let's pull it in the right way and have a look at it. Okay, so basically it's that side there. We're going to take it over to the iron, we're going to give it a good press so that it's pressed back. On this side here, we're going to press that seam so it rolls right on that crispy crisp edge, so that it rolls in. So all we've got left to do now is that top section.